Can you put away swords? Right, Codex. And he's the one that English plays brain. Duncan was coming to think about maybe becoming a Grey Warden. Interesting. Mabari warhounds. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane, whoever that is. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari, anywhere in Ferelden, is to be recognised instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs, howling and snarling, has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. What are you, mad? Even the most giant of rats isn't going to present that much of a problem to anyone larger than a cat. Even the stories in the archives that tell of blight-touched rats still only attributed them with the ability to spread the plague. The rats themselves got no larger than perhaps 3 feet in length, covered in sharp, bony spikes and boils. Disturbing, certainly, but dangerous? This is no fantasy conjured by madmen, young man. You have much more important creatures to concern yourselves with. Transcript of a lecture given by Nalia, senior enchanter of Hosberg, 844 blessed. Note, she was later eaten by a blight rat in 846 blessed. Right. Let's close the door, shall we? I don't know if that's going to be useful, but it might be. Depends if I end up doing herbalism. I'll probably get some characters to do herbalism. Oh, you can see the rat holes back there. 6 copper. I'm suddenly feeling slightly, well, not very rich. That should not be impressing me, considering I'm a nobleman.
As brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt. Let's stand up for a dog. Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones. The bodies are still in there.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Ah, my faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Aw, leave him alone.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Careful of the rats. Yee, run. I quite often in games go with elves, so I feel a closeness to the elves in this game. I know there's a lot of basically racism between the elves. Less so with the dwarves, but with the elves certainly. Hello, people.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
No, I shall be very respectful. So, yes, Mother. Nan is back to work as we speak.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk? No. Of course, it is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Good to see you again, my lord.
And you, Dyron.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime then, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Maybe we'll
Good
go
evening, your lordship.
maybe we'll go and have a screenshot. I don't know what that means. But we'll go and have a chat with Iona. I think he said the study, so that might be the library type area. Right. Hello.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
I'm planning on it. I'm kind of excited by that. But yeah, I think that's kind of... He's a bit worried about how to govern. So, are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I don't think you should go.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Oh, did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Our father wouldn't allow it anyway.
Nor I. And I do realize you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Oh, do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I should go then.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
What's brought this on?
You've grown up so fast. And now Bryce is leaving you in charge of the castle. I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Having these kind of conversations is bothering me just because I'm fully in armour. It's rather off-putting when you compare it to with the rest of the characters in conversation. Oh, is this a study? I'll go and chat with Iona. Are the books? There are books! I'm quite easily distracted. Book.
Very well.
The culture of Ferelden. Is there such a thing? The Fereldens are a puzzle. As a people, they are one bad day away from reverting to barbarism. They repelled invasions from Tevinter during the height of the Imperium with nothing but dogs and their own obstinate disposition. They are the coarse, willful, dirty, disorganized people who somehow gave rise to our prophet, ushered in an era of enlightenment and toppled the greatest empire in history. There are a few things you can assume safely in dealing with these people. First, they value loyalty above all things, beyond wealth, beyond power, beyond reason. Second, although they have nothing in their entire country which you are likely to think at all remarkable, they are extremely proud of their accomplishments. Third, if you insult their dogs, they are likely to declare war. And finally, the surest sign that you have underestimated the Fereldens is that you think you have come to understand them. They're not the Holy Roman Empire, they're the British. No, I think they're supposed to be the Holy Roman Empire. I think there's a few characteristics there that remind me of Britain, but whatever. But then again, maybe it's just human nature. I am frequently asked, during my travels in other lands, to explain the dogs omnipresent in Ferelden. Inevitably, I tell my thrown questioners that there are no more dogs in my homeland than in their own. In every civilized corner of Thedas, an astute observer will notice dogs employed in hunting game, keeping barns and storehouses free of vermin, herding livestock, guarding homes, and even used as beasts of burden in the mountains. It is simply that Ferelden show appreciation for the work that our dogs do, and perhaps the reason for that is tangled up in mythology. Hafthor, the first man to be named Tern, or Tern, the hero who united our Alamari ancestors to drive back the darkspawn of the second blight, was reputed to be the son of a werewolf. Now, perhaps this was meant to be some comment on his temperament, or simply a way of making a great man even larger than life. But more than half the noble families of Ferelden claim to be descendants of Hafthor, and consequently, many of our people believe they have some distant kinship with wolves. It is only good manners to be polite to one's kin. Right. Hello, Iona.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings once again, my lord.
I haven't seen many elven ladies in waiting.
Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
I don't know. Well, if she found a maid like you, I might encourage her.
You are very kind, my lord. I'm nobody special. You make me blush.
But I think we should get to know each other better.
Are we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Something more intimate later on.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Please, call me Gaheris.
Until tonight, then.
Ooh. Well, this should be fun. Quest update. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. They don't last long enough, sweet Iona. After some flirtation, Lady Landra's maid, Iona, has agreed to join you in your rooms for the evening. Well, we're gonna have to chat. We're gonna have to find Fergus first. Right. Can we look at these books? No, we can't look at these books. And here we are. In the bedroom area. Right, this is our room, methinks. Is it? Yes, that's my room. That apparently is locked and I can't get into. I don't have the key to my own room. Oh no, that's because that's not the right room, is it? That's also locked. Can I No, I need a key for that one. I'm sorry, I was misreading the map.
It's begun.
Guessing that's me dad. And that's mum. Anything interesting here? No, it's locked. Can we get into our room? I'm going to ignore them for a while. This is my room. It's quite boring. Let's talk to Fergus.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Ah, no darkspawn could harm Fergus.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway.
Indeed.
So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Ah, Fergus will be fine.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
Or wife.
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Of course. Yeah, you can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Codex, Darkspawn, Codex. Journal, Codex. Oh, is there a new one of these that I've missed? Oh, there is one at the bottom. Ah, here we are. Darkspawn. Those who had sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it.
What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men, but monsters. Sin was the midwife that ushered the darkspawn into this world. The magisters fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the darkspawn came from. A dark mockery of men. In the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads. But most evidence suggests that they are eaten. Like spiders, it seems darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned by the darkness. Certainly we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of Tevinter, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plagues spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, darkspawn have never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly Tevinter and the Anderfels, they say darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlying farmers and isolated villages. A constant threat. Cheerful thought, eh?